And I say, I fear any DMT, said and some inchemu etie. And ya make us a wood any at Ghana National Gas Company, ye no one can ha. Bambo more din and penny 4 day SEC so. We say make us say in the Pecubia boy Rahono Seho, ye won't the anas one aba and abba, to own ye near Masses and near ma, or dancing and any cheer movie, being intimate for the dean to ja, any Adom Cassie, Edin Comway.
And yes, we didn't back up. I think they were 3. Back on the road, you were now more than my own Muja. Oh, Muja came. Now, the later and I'm we don't feel cry. Come back to this is over time. Come on, Mobu Sudan, and the helmet there back or the helmet echo box to the night and now a book cabbage.
Apart from Sudan, no, Omutumi were inside SSN.
No, inside because I'm opinion command you as a Omunki. Into the outside here, no, say inside the Omo.
Let's attack on mobile and pinning your minimum or more commands. Some years, obey your minimum command.
Okay, from the beginning of mobile, no more much say, I'm train, squad number, and so much on some opinion. Yeah, and the one you say, car no opinion can buy right inside. And the
can buy a private car.
Yeah, no, private car, Land Cruiser.
Okay.
And do right inside. So do right inside now. I think almost like you're saying, come because the opinion in Tiom say, on the brain side. So, no point on them say, few guys you're being in on the call inside.
You see, workers in the moment, me and almost my phobia.
No, so you
can
say, Oma Bobia, that means Oma Bobia,
military for now.
Yes, to say, so you're from the bar.
You must have pure car, a such an Baltic, and I say, your friend is saying. Bottle water, in Canada, bottle water near Diego. I know then.
I don't know. Squad man, I think almost one woman, and now they want to move the national. Or your moment, you are on
I am also now make us send this is supporters. Yeah, communication officer war Wutu Senya West, the Dinde Cassius, Otulabi. One was okay, assembly no store room. Also, Adom TV Cassie etwaso.
The Fuaba Coupe and Eddie, a brabato commission, Ebo, Kanema Penny John Dramani Mohammed Dean say, or no, and a Ghana for Tuabano, where you know some penny. Yainti NDC, Amanyukono, Echita for Wutu Senya West Abaton Persia Swaka to District Assembly no store room. Amanabono Echimwa, who sees Ejina Yesebeya. And there may be a storeroom one will say NPP, Amanyukuna Chita for Bequaco Yino, Oma Umu Enqui. And ya won't qua Yamanibonian and yes, I will call to Senya East Municipal Assembly, and Gomwa East Municipal Assembly, one so a quaco to Nina emu. As I'm Cronwell Munso, Casafoni be abeto Jawbe Huno say, Mashabi Jenny Howard Kumsen, and Fonina or Debo Ball, and Montininano, or Manfo SSN. Edjumai Phobia District Assembly one muchra, Sesedi. Onsuru egujem. The Fuaba
Yantua so na mensin mo crash penny a wono ewo ho so sanukure bi animo sa make say fertilizers bi wo hono ma wo de akwakogu ni fie se de bi no mo Adom TV kase etwaso.
Wednesday and Thursday to the Saturday election. Na ye frame me free office Obimudi Niama Abre, yeah, and this goose came so late. And I asked what item, and I almost say a fertilizer. And you and I knew I've distributed a lot of fertilizers long before even this campaign thing started, just to aid our farmers to produce more food to the market where both NDC and MPP people will go and buy. And the Modi Niaman buy no. Me say Hamatan season. So even if it is because of political purpose, grandpa, Udima Obia, want to be used. One use here, Unfasubia New Obi Musua, Udima Mwa, Ebia, they will not use it for the purpose it's given. So me directly say Omuyi to only say Bangalore me down. Me wa mi fie. And the most of the items because assembly and yeah Niamabia ye was space let me contain and the most of some of the items I meet the two up. And even these items are without way bill. So now, yes, yeah, they came without way bill. As I'm talking to you now, I don't know the source they are coming from. You understand? It either is coming from some friends who are supporting me with the same items in the past for campaign purposes, or is coming from government for the assembly. Nobody knows, because there is no way bill or any document to say a free for assembly. So I kept that in there. If I were to be them, they would have waited and see that maybe during the transition, if I'm handing over, what are the things that I will hand over? Those allegations that electricity, lights, and all those things are in the bungalow and they have intercepted somebody, it's a lie.
Mampani Ghana foto abayi na fia batomo ya John Dramani Mahama na wodi atudwa se mampani adodanko akufuado te abenwa so sesia na frɛ na ma na yuko waba yeto ye hu nkunimdie ya akode ama no na numu nso no panifo ni nyina age atomo se transition no nso ebetumi akoso o hariso na entem so ya aban atisui ene aban fofora eba bewura mu no se be ya adwuma no ebe hya se entem.
And we had the opportunity to discuss matters related to the Joint Transitional Team. We agreed on an early inauguration of the Joint Transitional Team as early as Wednesday, the 11th of December. I conveyed my sincerest regards to him and expressed my readiness for us to work together to ensure a smooth transition in the best interest of the Ghanaian people. This mandate represents many things for all political actors and those who seek to lead our nation. It shows that the Ghanaian people have little tolerance for bad governance, particularly of the sort witnessed in the last 8 years.
Enti wo we mu no mampani ato abayi no John Dramani Mahama se enei wo hwe Ghana mamra no eso efa presidential transition at 2012 at 845 no eso a wabobom penifo ahodo bi edini a won na eye 2024 transition team no nanu mu no aban ye tisue yi ene na aban a ebeba no na won mo ba be ye adwuma se be ye afane ntamo no bibia nso ebetumi akoyie ede ama wo mo na transition team no anei mampani a yato obayi no ayi no ebi eni ewo nimdie ewo governance mu sikasemu ntotoye na fe public administration enso mu nti enipa edisuei ena mampani a yato obayi ne nei John Dramani Mahama apa won Honorable Julius Debra co-chairperson, Honorable Johnson Esiedun Ketia ye member, Honorable Fifi Kwete ye member, Dr. Callistus Mahama ye member, Saye Secretary Dema Transition Team no, Dr. Villari Soya and so ye member, Professor Kwamena Ahoy ye member, Honorable Dr. Atoforson ye member, Honorable Mahama Yariga or ye member, Honorable Gusitando ye member, and afi Dr. Edward Omanebo Amanso ye member. Ni nyina mu no mampani ato abayi no nso abo right Honorable Edward Doajaho say wono enye Transitional Advisory Council ye member. Adom TV kase na uguso ehwe no yato so de mo akọ mampani a yato abayi no ensama hodo ene etwaguo no emu a John Dramani Mahama de to nsori akendifo no nyina anim se wada rade ase no wada asofo nyina nso ase na adwuma no ebetimi awie mu die pa de a je se wo mokoso anso eta no achi enei asofo akukudam aba no ho eba be mani trinkwa ena mampani ato abayi no John Dramani Mahama edin semi etuja
isanse mampanyina se Ghana for ato aba no John Dramani Mahama Adom Assemblies of God Authority nti empenimfo a General Superintendent Reverend Stephen Yenison Wengam edi wanimu ena ekoma ne trinkwa ene moneyo okoye no mame asese wosabe ba panyine ewo my Ghana mu First Lady Lordina Mahama kane Chief of Staff Julius Debra ene afoforo pi ena ekoka mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ho a one asori mpanimfo yi ebo mu de nyame ase wode to asofo yi enim se wode no kredie ene periperi ye ne bedi o man yi enim.
Family, I have some of my best and greatest friends in the church, and in every step that I've taken, I know that the church has followed me with prayer, and especially in the run-up to this election, I know all the prayer networks and chains that were actively praying for our success, and this cannot be by our might. I was positive that we'll win, but the extent of this victory, I mean, it can only be God's hand at work. And it's one of the biggest endorsements that Ghanaians have ever given to any president.
And which General Superintendent Reverend Stephen Wingam, Ebompaye Emma, Mampenyu John Dramani Mahama, and Yere, and in a Juma Funina, on my woman communion, Edichere Concro, Eshen, and Sem Sawama, Sangumay, and Church no Quay. Ura John Dramani Mahama Fasa Quenyan so Ekasafa LGBTQI+, and some whom any day obey our fahum.
Church and do whatever we can to promote, our faith. As you said, the issue of LGBTQ is still an issue that is pending, and it is our hope that this president will sign the bill. But if he doesn't sign it, the bill will expire, and it means that the next parliament must look at it again. And of course, like I said, we're not people who promote that kind of attitude. The Bible is very clear on issues like that, and so we'll continue to remain faithful to our spiritual guidance and do the things that are.
MPP Amanyoko parliamentary candidate Adom Kwabenya Yemai Kokwe Jr. The nay or the Atuja Chirmo 2024 Abaya ya 2 year no NDC Amanyoko parliamentary candidate Faustina Elikplim Akrugu ya yatres one na edi nkunimono one mpanifo ya adwen wo ho babia enyiye.
NPP Amanyoko nipa okogina mu premier sebedwam de bro do mekwabenya Michael Kokwe Jr. O kyeresa abato nsunsanso ne nyaade obegi atum esanse NDC Amanyoko ne nipa ogina mu Faustina Elikplim Akrugu en wabo ne dinsi wadi nkunim no suseka na bi ekoso oni Adom kase kasa no ne nkyeremu a wodi tu dwa ene se NDC Amanyoko re chitafo boapa ehye ballot papers bia enu nti amu aboba abana nwie esidai ena ade a wanhu ne nyina no utimi eyi obi a wadi kan
yenina as politicians yenim se abade wo koto aba wo betumi wini a nyankopon wadana se wa hye white wa kwasori se wo konsuna ulusu a as the leader was said yes say we catch your followers say enya hwe na obi enwuye sa na me man da enya ade a misro elections ba yentina ho emma obi enchinchi miensa enka say ono ewini. MPP, don't lose hope, because where there's hope, tomorrow offers a brighter day. We are not fighting for violence. We are fighting for justice. We are fighting for democracy. Mumayanya the right thing, not Ghana and fund it to Mampe infra. We are waiting for the EC.
And wachi NPP Amanyoko na chitafo bi so woni Adom kase twetwe enkomo no o de sansem we ene to yenim.
It is say easy. So no gina mfimfin. MPP empese ye be basabasa. Into omom bra omombo modin enfra yen bio ye metra ase. Na omo wo original ni bibia. Ye nyina ye trance baako en check bibia. Na ye hu se ampa wona wudi nkunim. Yeah, other than that, no man can say yenwa. Ye be court. Na ya court ya so omo.
Ye pese catch Ghana for so munyo mako amunka makomanto omyem. Ye be follow due process. Na yen de NPP do me kwa abenya constituency ye nim say yen ye wini abano parliamentary de ya fa seat. MPP wo do me kwa abenya. Ye nim si ye wini. Enti ye mprehwe ho.
Yada say ye mo kwa ba bi me Adom TV kase na oguso hye no medin de afia Amankwa Tamaklo yeto so apomden ensemu na Kolebu Teaching Hospital won manyamfie oha na won finhia oha no dadie nti nei won mapa innovation hub ya won de eye enkaidumo epeja won mu wanyuma no a won eye dada no ho
Kolebu abanya resabia esanse wopese oboa na abefo kwan so ene kwan obefa so so manfo yade edi dwuma wodo nti wapa Kolebu Teaching Hospital Innovation Hub eho entoma dwumadi a wode paasa asoye nwanwasoe eho ntoma no Kolebu adwumayefo ebabia wono a aye adwumaso ewo asoye wono nyina wobo wo mo abaso sa Kolebu Teaching Hospital Innovation Hub ye beboa ama abefo ehwehwemu enenimdia aba efa digital health, telemedicine, simulation training, AI and robotics, biomedical engineering, medical research, energy editing, no wetimi ayebi ewo. Empenifu eda so ya no echra, we yen sakraya wode eba pomuden, enhwehwe mumu kra, ogidi yese, omanfo yarewa wodo a wode ba so ye no, obetimi nam so asa.
Every said the adwadi mu nsam no etie mampani ayato obayi no John Dramani Mahama akire de ntia wo se eto bi ewo niema hodo bi so obayi ede afri ho sabre a waye mampani empo ansa no obaye mampani no na ye ne kasa mu de na oka eno no mu nsam kase no eto so
Ghana mampanyina sese o my Ghana no John Dramani Mahama any Global South World News Network twetwe nkomo ene wodi tu dwase ehu benya so my Ghana to no obema mu ada ho a omanfo beti ase sebe ya ne tua no enye den o shebo se wonya mampanyina adwa no a value added tax etwa ne tia se VAT no or the POS ene begege sebe ya emu beda ho fan na dwuma e wose wodi no atimi adie wasan so ekire mu se obete na soafo a wono ombeyi adwuma so na ama sika aba omayi emu afei yi levy ene to ahodo bi so obeyi yefiri hono mo sebe yomanfo ehu behin ha wo mu.
We would find smart ways of getting them into the tax. That's the first one. And then the second one is to cut government expenditure. I mean, at a point, this government had 125 ministers, and I mean, that clearly is excessive. Even now, they have 87 ministers. And so we have promised that we're going to cut that down to 60 ministers. We're going to cut down the number of political appointees. I mean, when you do that, you're cutting down the number of houses you have to provide for these appointees. You're cutting down the number of vehicles you have to buy for them. You're cutting down the amount of fuel they have to use. You're cutting down the electricity and utility bills that you normally provide for such people. And so government must show by itself that it is prepared to cut expenditure before it calls on other people to make sacrifices. So cutting expenditure is one of the things. Then eliminating waste is another. There's a lot of waste in the government sector. For instance, every year we have the Auditor General's report, and it shows that we lose anything between 13 and 15 billion cedis every year to malfeasance and malpractices. And so one of the things we want to do is the fight against corruption, get special courts to try people who are indicted in the Auditor General's report so that it can be a deterrent to others not to do the same thing.
Abshameda says so go so share Adom TV. A good year monsem and then so ya boa noa media no so hon komo no ema na yemremo kakra ewo aban sakra ya sese no atimi aba eno enende uremo ewa soye no na hwem babunu ne agudie ensem so a honorable Adwini Lanteva Napoy ekane no won ehwe so ene wo kire se ebeya omampani asabre yato no so aba apa no onfa sa adwuma ne nhye ne nsa na obeye ne yie pa.
If I become the Minister of Sports in 2025, I will sanitize sports, GF. I will sanitize football once again. I'm not happy with what is going on. I'm not happy. There are so many things wrong with our football. And unless we take bold steps to sanitize the system, the people who play the game, the people who invest their money, the people who invest their time in football should enjoy football. Not people who sit behind and turn footballers and then people who do football like poultry chickens, and then they only, anytime they desire to have them, they pick them up. If I become the minister...
All right, Intiano, and in Sema, Honorable Adwini Lanteva Napoy, what they etuja. Mienfeni, Enchimo, our Thomas Tay Party tournament from Kwafe, and a branch and also, what they also Ababuase, and I know a coso. Emma, Entiano, HS, the Wise 11, Omnibo Bukua. Omuchi ko na so ehye omeka enaya omonso etimu miensa na emunchemo ene sede na makoye no PRO Edema Thomas Partey tournament no odinsem kakrabae.
Well, basically the whole idea around this tournament is to unearth talent in Ghana. It's a way of giving back to society, championed by JJ Sports Managers, agents of Thomas Partey. That's the name, Thomas Partey Tournament. I mean, it's been an incredible 4-day tournament so far, climaxing today. Lots of talents have displayed their skills and dexterity on the field. It's been intensive. I mean, the intensity, the aggression, the passion they've shown on the field has been massive. And I must say the scouts from the top 8 European clubs are impressed. Like the agent said.
Erene nsema yenua Samuel Ziga wana kasa Edema Thomas Partey tournament no otese wode nsem kakra etudwa no mame nso na Mrs. Afia Amankwata Magro emfa de aka nyinada ento asoma meden de Cobblestone okumankra bako amaka ensuroja adura enwono nomere 1 sheshe
Yamwakwa ba Adom TV kase na obiso ehwero yemfamunra yensan foforo emu na owura bi a wonya mfie aduonum ensia 56 ene wakona foma ma mobro abro ne kuno ewo kro kuma bi e wa atwemampono wa Sante Mantam
ne nkwan ne din de kwasi adutwum oyekwieni ewo nkwansi atan ewo atwemampono wa Sante Mantam mu kwasi adutwum ehia ne nkwanhie wuo abra wokọ nafuom Adom kase ni assemblyman owo nkwansi atan abato obro no so Alexander Kosi yebo atwetwe nkomo no wokire mu se papa yi ekọ nafuom na watwen ya wo mada ne sento okọkọhwehwe no ko hu se oda wono mu a emobro atwa no ho ahia okoba posifo wo nyina hina mane ma obefa emu no wode sankyere mu yitu dwa
anopa be no nko ebopa ho sima be du na me committee chairman owo nkwasi atan frame se nra owura bi efa no esi adutu onye mfie no adunum ensi 56 okofu na obi a okofu mo bantem ti omo twen ya no miensa no na mu ha omaye omo ko hwe omo du o so ma hu bibia wo na funu ti ade a chin na wo se mema ti du omo ko hwe ti kwansini na o san frame se omo ko hu no se owuda bia aya ro se tentem so metumi ka ni hia police ama omo so ya Adom ama kuma mu no so asabre am na ko se ye pie mu bibi ni abanya resabia ozi fogusu yo mu hwemu doctor so ebe hwemu ehwa to de potia asini no problem ubisa ya ni mfa
Yankonsem foforo mu na banda mrashe bedwani Ahmed Ibrahim se ene adwumaden a woye yenti menne na afo agina so ato abane bum ama wono bekoso anu aye adwumaden kase no etoso
Ahmed Ibrahim ede emano empemonkro oha ene aduonum ene di owura Joe Dankwa awo NPP amanyoko ni sunkunimu a ono sunya empem wotwe ene edu Adom kase ne Ahmed Ibrahim etwetwe nkomo ene wodi tu dwase esanso o ma nani eku omanfo asetena mu yedie sikasem adan ne ade ehunti ene woto ema no
mia mehwa we ni me 5th time ma win elections ana usha previously mene nipa na mene na ekwen ona na ye MP mene no bo 1-1 e time na ye ba ha na me born hat-trick in the way no na ye kono na me amene say ye dia me ko me the 4-4 no be ka no e bana na akwaye 5-1 na nyame e ma ne ba sa pepepe na o say usisi anansi a usisi wo ho da bia uba na mabo uba na mabo ba ne u ka kire u party mpanyifo ne say u dia u close gap ndu close gap na ka jam so e ka kitikiti into we no 9% me pupa e ka kitikiti statement no ifriho
enwachi okyerɛkyerɛ eniswade hunu bi a wɔwɔ a wɔpɛsɛ wɔyɛ ɛma abato mpɛso ya no so hyɛ bɔso wɔbɛyɛ adwumaden sɛ bɛyɛ a empuntu ɔmanfo hwehwɛ no etimi abam
development no enye one way a multi-dimensional. Ufa human-centered ne kakra, na wafa infrastructure ne kakra, na wafa socio-cultural approach ne kakra. And these are 3 phases of development, you know, yabeka boom. Na ba meshe money say, mejina hai mastati roll out the things I'm going to do. Me know ujina wa here kasia visa egua. I bought them not for political campaign, and it's not manche before the campaign. But me talk for economic emancipation. And I say economic freedom.
Yet was so now West African Examination Council mpanimfoɔ sɛ deɛ nti ama wasifoɔ nsɔhwɛ a wɔn mo yɛ wɔn sankaeɛ ne gyina Ministry of Education ɛka bi a wɔn mo de wɔn ma wɔn tuayɛ ɛno nti ɛna nsɔhwɛ na nkora na yɛ awie ya mark yɛ awie nso no yɛntimi mfa mbɛtodwa
Enkrata bi a West African Examination Council ɛde abɛto dwa no wɔ kyerɛ mu a ɛwɔ mu sɛ adesuafoɔ yi nsɔhwɛ ɔyɛ ho adwuma nyinaa wie obubobo so mede to so aduonu nkron afempinu ne aduonu nan mu die nanso objective text a ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn de ho adwuma na wɔtumi ɛde nsɔhwɛ no ho sunsansoɔ ɛbɛto dwa no aka nsensɛmu ne nyinaa ne sɛ sika a wɔde ɛbɛyɛ saa adwuma no ɛni hɔ akanso yi ɛtwɛn sɛ asɔyɛ ɛhwɛ ɔman yi nwoma suasoɔ ɛka a wɔde Ghana City Opepe Oha any do watch no ubetimi etua sɛ bɛyɛ scanning process any post examination process bi betimi akɔ wano ɔyɛ kesa kyerɛ mu nkrata ne mu sɛ yɛnti aman social nsunsanso no akansense hu amsa nkrata yi so de to awofoɔ adesuafoɔ ne kabiewonfoɔ nyinaa nim sɛ date bia amanfoɔ de toto abɛɛfo ntentan social media so no wɔn nto nwe sanse sɛ sika no ne nhyehyɛyi a wɔhwɛ kwan no edimu a the wasi social no ehu nsunsanso ba betu dwa osan so editor examination officials any suppliers a afi no ba betu ya wo moka enim se wonya abotre papa ema wayek esan se wo hwe kwan sa hwe hwe man nwu asuaso edi sika ne beba wo de ba de wo se wo tua bia no betu ya ka sankrata yi owura John Kapi penimpa wo hwe public affairs so ewo wayek ena nsa ehyasie
Mrasha bejani ma de hye ya wonwo evaluate Adom rodra bato pesua so ato emantemu na abakoseme di kan wonso ada na di owura Kofi Akon nokoi efise hwore ukọ term ba ko anu ano no nenso enei wasenya ne mpre no so ya wogina so mrasha bejani akase no etoso yi
abato pesua bi etese evaluate Adom rodra emu a ensida se mrasha bejani a wote adwam manfo besa to aba eyi no nanso Kofi Akon nokoi omanfo asa to aba ma ne biemu abeyense na ho a abato mpesua na bakosemu no wo Frida oyi Madam Katrina Feku ehwe hono a onya amane mu empemdonsia ahasane aduosonso a maame Afeku nsu enya emane mu empemdonsia ahankro ene baako nipa ogyina kwantenkro so enya ahanu ne aduanan baako odi nkunim wie ya wone abato mpesua no sofo edi enkomo ene wadi tu dwa se
people of Evaluate Adom have demonstrated that we've had enough of stagnation. We've had enough of difficulties with regards to infrastructure and everything. I thank my chairman and my party for the full endorsement. It has not been easy, but we've always believed that nothing is impossible under the sun. And that when the people come in agreement, we can achieve any mileage. Now, to the people of Evaluate Adom, I give you my assurance that together with my party and my leadership, we shall demonstrate the best of service to you. We know you have confidence in us, and we will never, ever take you for granted nor disappoint you.
And what your constituency chairman Kofi also at the Sansem YouTube.
Security for our boy, media for Uncle Bia, our boy, my election no fine. I'm a NDC, Yafa Yantampa, Yufra. It will be Biasi. They say so over there. We maintain peace, our constituency. As some day, a prayer. Rubber constituency. Why they be a matimfo, or to Mumbia, Minam MP, but the Adam Bebo, they are yet, Emma, constituency. I assume they.
Nijidiemo and some Mrasha bejani a yato abe you know wo ayawaso west wo na ene okasa e de afa se de nipa bi ase ye twetwe no nom ne ade se ne ye hunu ne se wo ye Mrasha bejani ana manyoni ne mum ye hunu ne se concert bi na oye ora John Dumalo ene kasa nsem ya kase no etwaso yi.
You know, when people make such statements, I mean, you are not making that statement, but a lot of people make that statement. I see it as a little bit disrespectful because you have lawyers, you have doctors, you have businessmen in parliament. At the point in time, we even had hairdressers in parliament. But it's about representing your people. It's not about your
your occupation or what you do, your career shouldn't define you or shouldn't put you in a certain box. It's about how well you represent the people. And so the funny thing is, people say, oh, now we do so trust in your corridor or parliament, so we entertain your corridor or parliament. But the same politicians are the same people who come to entertain us to endorse them during political seasons and political campaigns, because they know how powerful entertainers can be. And so for me, that stigma is just one of those things that when people say it, I just laugh about it. But all in all, it's for us to be in parliament and succeed and represent.